Look at your own hands. They seem solid, but biologically, you are essentially a walking, permeable sack of water. As an adult, you are between 55 and 60% fluid, and at the very beginning of your life, in the fetal stage, you peaked at 95% water, making you swimmingly similar to a fish. This visualization shows exactly where that fluid hides, contrasting the liquid volume inside rigid structures against soft tissues. Even dry, solid bone is 31% water. Your brain and your heart are nearly 75% liquid, roughly the moisture equivalent of a banana. That immense volume performs heavy mechanical labor. It physically cushions your joints, regulates your internal temperature, and transports nutrients to your organs. Keeping this internal system running presents a constant biological tension. Your human vessel is always leaking. Through basal survival functions like sweating, processing waste, and even just exhaling air, you lose 2 to 3 liters of water every single day. Because this simple act of staying alive drains your internal reservoirs, human existence requires a perpetual, high-stakes battle to replace lost fluid before your mechanical systems begin to collapse. The brain monitors this liquid inventory with extreme precision. A drop in water levels of a single % trips the alarm in your brain's hypothalamus. To defend your reserves, the hypothalamus fires an antidiuretic hormone directly into the kidneys. When it arrives, it forces the kidneys to build microscopic channels designed to trap and hoard remaining water. You see the physical evidence of this hoarding in the bathroom. As kidneys aggressively extract water particles back into the bloodstream, your urine turns concentrated and dark yellow. Over several hours of deprivation, your internal mechanics begin to fail. Without lubrication, your bones grind against each other. Inside your skull, the brain temporarily shrinks from lack of moisture, forcing it to work twice as hard to accomplish basic tasks. By days 3 to 5, the body executes a lethal triage strategy. It cuts off blood flow to the skin, turning it grayish-blue, immediately preceding total organ shutdown and death. Severe dehydration is the body shutting off non-essential systems, cannibalizing its own fluid reserves until the mechanical parts completely cease. Tipping the biological scale too far in the opposite direction carries its own mechanical risks. This condition is called hyponatremia. It frequently occurs in extreme conditions when athletes rapidly overcompensate for heavy fluid loss. Faced with a sudden liquid surplus, the brain completely halts the release of the antidiuretic hormone. This causes a microscopic crisis. Your internal sodium electrolytes become critically diluted, which forces cellular tissue to rapidly bloat. Swollen cells quickly overwhelm the kidneys. The result is water intoxication, bringing on vomiting, seizures, and in severe cases, death. Without precise hormonal regulation, the fluid that sustains life acts as an internal flood, drowning the system from within. Navigating between these two extremes means actively managing a precarious daily equilibrium. For decades, conventional wisdom dictated drinking exactly 8 glasses of water daily. That metric is obsolete. This dynamic graph shows the modern medical consensus for hydration. The recommended baseline sits between 2.5 and 3.7 liters for men, and 2 to 2.7 liters for women. These targets adjust continuously based on your weight, your age, and your physical activity level. Plain water is the most efficient source, but your daily fluid intake also includes beverages like coffee and tea. You just have to cap the caffeine at around 4 cups a day to avoid side effects like irritability and insomnia. You also chew a massive portion of your hydration. 20% of your daily water requirement actually comes from solid foods. Strawberries, broccoli, and cucumbers are over 90% water. Maintaining these fluid levels keeps your blood volume stable and your circulation efficient, preventing the increased blood viscosity that strains the heart and arteries. It also allows the kidneys to more effectively filter and process glucose. By reducing this daily mechanical friction, you earn significant long-term protection, lowering the chance of stroke, helping manage diabetes, and shielding the brain from the wear of cognitive impairment. Actively balancing your internal fluids is an essential daily practice to avoid mechanical failure, serving as the foundational strategy for optimal human performance.